David Joe, captain at Cape United, God knows Murira, among the senior players. Brian Banda also included in there. Donovan Bernard, Obril Chinerinda. Are there any players that you feel maybe could have been included in that core group of senior players, especially with a view of maybe trying to bridge the gap between those developmental players and the players maybe who are trying to knock on the door of the main national team with a view on the upcoming AFCON qualifiers, which are in November, and long term, the rest of that World Cup qualifying campaign. Are there any players that you're like, you know what, I feel like they should have been included and assessed by, I don't know, should I say Michael Nice, Dick George, or whoever came up with that chance squad?
Yeah, I thought all those guys that went to South Africa, maybe minus Walter, who will be playing Chibuku Super Cup, can be omitted from that team. But the rest of the guys that went to,
so you'd have wanted to see
South Africa,
God knows, it shouldn't have been in that squad?
Because if you leave Richard Achiro and if you leave Kama Billiard, then which means God knows was supposed to be left out as well. Because remember, he played in both those games. Richard Achiro as well came in as a substitute in both those games. And Saka Tukuti Susu, those guys that Michael Nice felt he wants to have a look at them, and he might add them in the next two games.
Touch on which are some of the names. Give me three names.
Because if you look at, it's not about three names, but there are a whole lot of them.
Yeah, just give me a couple.
Because no, I'm not going to mention names though. David. But wait, Mr. Tichika Dipezi. Because if you look at our strike force, and we're talking of top goal scorers in this country: Linot Chikoa, William Manondo, Kama Billiard, and then you look at Takunda Benura. He was there at Kosafa, and remember, he's also under 23, and nowadays, but Ngezi is playing. So which means Obril Chirinda was not supposed to be called as well. He was supposed to be left out, so that we can bring in Linot Chikoa and William Manondo into the squad. But if you look at this, Chan is from senior national team, isn't it? Those young boys were exceptional, who are playing for the under 20s, and if they deserve to be called, yes, they can be called. Zvekuti under 23 kwakuda kungowando nechigunwe zvavo kuti I know we are calling a developmental side, but remember, if you're an under 23, you are more of a senior player. And what was senior player?
Almost knocking on the fringe of
exactly. You are a senior player, so you should be called on merit, not just because you're an under 23. Because how many under 23s do we have in this country? Are they the only ones who are exceptional? The ones that were called, or vakadedza vanga vari under 20? Because there is a bulk of under 20s as well who were called. Prince Love is there. Alan Chapanduka is there. Kingsley Murereba was supposed to be called.
Yeah,
if they are talking about the under 23s,
he's been exceptional for Kingsley.
That's what I'm saying.
Were you surprised that
I was even surprised. Could Kingsley Murereba has not been called? But Kukosafa, they called him. Akangarigo. And you look at the exciting Makinon Mushori as well. He's there. And Saka ndo my players achatoda kuonaka ana Makinon Mushori, ana Kingsley Murereba, some of the guys who went to Kosafa, but iva vakabva vatoiswa futi paside. Now we're bringing in another new fringe players that enter to national team. But normally, if it's about local based players, let's not look at age, and let's look at how they can add value to the senior guys who comes to play for AFCON, who comes to play my World Cup qualifiers. And because taku discriminate manje kana taku under 23 taku discriminate, because under 23 haina developmental tournament yainotamba. Developmental tournaments anowanikwa ku under 20, under 17, under 15. And
Konapo ipapo ba ZTN Prime DSTV channel 294, the place to be.